Algebra 7 and example 14. A rectangular fish pond is 6 meters by 9 meters. 6 meters by 9 meters, as you can see. The pond is surrounded by a concrete path of constant width. This is the concrete path of constant width, which is given the value of x. The area of the pond is the same as the area of the path. The area of the pond is the same as the area of the path. Now, we are already given details of the pond, which is 6 by 9 meters. And that is the area of the pond, which also happens to be the area of the path, according to explanation. Find the width of the path. Now, what we have here is a question that prompts us to form a quadratic equation. And as we know, if we get the area of the whole rectangle here minus the area of the pond inside, we are going to be left with the area of the path. Let us first of all understand these measurements. From this particular point to this point, we have 9 meters, but the width of the path is x, and this other x. So we have x here and we have x here, meaning that from here to here, we have 2x because of this x and is this x plus 9. Likewise, if this is 6, we have x here and x here, and that is why this width is 2x plus 6. Of course, we have the inner dimensions of the pond itself, 9 by 6. So, if we can calculate the area of the whole rectangle, subtracting the area of the pond, we are going to get the area of the path, and from there we can be able to calculate the value of x, because we are supposed to find the width of x, which is of the path, which is x. How do we go about this? 2x plus 9 multiplied by 2x plus 6, the area of this rectangle, minus 54. Why 54? Because of 9 times 6. What are we going to realize here? It's the area of the path is equals to area of path. Yes, that is it. So opening the brackets, we have 4x squared plus 12x, 4x squared plus 12x plus 18x because of 9 times 2 plus 54 minus 54 is still equals to the area of the path. So collecting the like terms here, we have 4x squared, 12x plus 18x gives us plus 30x, plus 54 minus 54, this is the area of the path. Because plus 54 minus 54, they cancel out. That is 0, area of the path. But listen, and listen well, that we are told that the area of the pond is the same as the area of the path. So, what was the area of the pond? The area of the pond itself is 9 times 6, because the inside rectangle, or rather the inner rectangle, is actually the pond. So if the area of the pond is the same as the area of the path, and this is the area of the path, And we can remember the area of the pond, which is 9 times 6, 54. 4x squared plus 30x, which is the area of the pond, is actually equals to the area, which is the area of the path, is equals to the area of the pond, which is 54. And from here, we can have an equation now which looks like 4x squared plus 30x minus 54 is equals to 0. Now we have a quadratic equation that needs to be solved. But before we can even go far, we need first of all to reduce our burden, or to simplify, because I can see this is a 4, this is 30, this is 54. As much as all of them are not divisible by 4, but they are all divisible by 2. So dividing everything by 2 here, we have 2x squared plus 15x minus 27 is equals to 0. There we are. So we may want to use any formula to solve this equation. We may want to use any formula. Let us remind ourselves on either quadratic formula, or completing the square, or even factorization method. But I told you, in each and every question, if you are not sure of factors, just go for the quadratic formula. It is safe, and there is no quadratic equation that cannot be solved using quadratic formula. So we have, at this particular point, we have A is equals to 2, B is 15, and C is minus 27. Right. If that is true, then we have something that we can do. Therefore, from x is equals to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac, everything over 2a. Then we have x is equals to minus b is minus 15 plus minus 15 squared minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is minus 27. Everything over 2 times 2, which is 4. And there we are. So what is 15 squared? So x becomes minus 15 plus or minus 15 squared is 225. And we have to talk about 4 times 2 times minus 27. We have to talk about 4 times 2 times minus 27, which is negative 216, but it is subtracted. So minus minus becomes plus 216, everything over 4. So what is 225 plus 216? 225 plus 216? 441. So x is equals to minus 15 plus or minus the root of 441 over 4. And the root of 441 is well known. Root of answer is simply 21. And therefore, x becomes 15 plus or minus 21 all over 4. Let's now take the possible values of x. We say x, and this is negative 15, by the way. X is equals to negative 15 plus 21 over 4, which leads us to a point whereby we can say x is equals to, let's say, negative 15 plus 21 that is 6. When we divide by 4, it gives us 1.5. So x is or can be 1.5 meters. Or now we talk about or. X can also be equals to minus 15 minus 20 minus 21 all over 4. Let's just do it for the sake. Negative 15 minus 21 minus 36. When this one is divided by 4, we get negative 9. So X can also be negative 9 meters. But again, common sense tells me there is no way value of X, there is no way the value of X or the width of the path can be negative 9 meters. So this one has to be ignored. Ignore that. So the only possible value of X is 1.5 meters. Thank you.